Senator Farrell. Senator Leyonhjelm.
Thank you, Madam Acting Deputy President. This is a budget bill, and if I could, I would block the budget. I know the opposition won't be joining me, given what happened to Gough Whitlam in 1975, and having just heard Senator Farrell say as much. But this budget should be blocked. It gives rise to high tax and deficit, debt, and it's causing great damage to our country. If the budget were blocked, the government would be forced to go back to the drawing board to prepare a budget with reduced government spending. While this occurred, government spending would be interrupted. This would cause short-term pain. But the benefit from a new budget with reduced government spending would be significant and enduring. Madam Acting Deputy President, as this budget will pass despite my opposition, I also propose an amendment. In presenting these two budget bills before the Senate today, the government is violating the Constitution and usurping the rights of the Senate. The Senate Standing Committee for the Scrutiny of Bills has alerted the Senate to this in its second digest of 2018. In this digest, the committee noted that the government's policy to spend $7 million on the Menzies Institute and Library is a new policy announced in December's mid-year fiscal and economic outlook. Senator Farrell's not here, so I don't have to pronounce that more appropriately than he did. The committee noted that, as a new policy, the Senate should be able to amend the appropriation for this policy. The constitutional bar on the Senate amending appropriations applies only to appropriations for ongoing policy. Yet the committee noted that the government has decided not to insert the appropriation for this new policy into the Appropriation Bill number 4, which contains other appropriations for new policy. Instead, the government has inserted the appropriation for this new policy into the Appropriation Bill number 3, which contains appropriations for ongoing policy. Section 54 of the Constitution makes it clear that bills containing appropriations for ongoing policy should only contain such appropriations. Only then are such bills immune from amendment by the Senate. My second reading amendment, which I now move, simply points this out. The amendment which I will move in committee simply removes the appropriation for the Menzies Institute and Library from the Appropriations Bill number 3 and inserts it into the Appropriation Bill number 4. If you believe the Senate Standing Committee for the Scrutiny of Bills, which is chaired by Labor Senator Polley, co-chaired by National Senator Williams and includes members such as the Greens Senator Rice, then you must consider the spending on the Menzies Institute and Library to be a new policy. If you believe the Constitution should be upheld, then you must support removing the appropriation for this new policy from the number 3 bill, which contains appropriations for ongoing policy. It should instead be placed in the number 4 bill, which does not contain appropriations for ongoing policy. When my amendment is debated in committee, I would appreciate contributions from Senators Polley, Williams and Rice, given their membership of the committee that has raised this serious issue. And I commend my second reading amendment to the Senate.
Thank you, Senator Leyonhjelm. Senator Bilyk.